Hey everyone, welcome back to Godspeed. This week we've got another market overview for you for our first week in February. I'm very excited to show you our lowest priced Lexus LC500, which also happens to be a Carfax One owner and coming in at around $61,488. My hot deal of the week is actually coming from Park Place Lexus. It's our Lexus Certified vehicle with only 39,000 miles at a low price of $67,975. Cannot wait to show that one to you. And wow, guys, my pick of the week is a 2019 Lexus GSF 10th Anniversary Edition. Only 100 made in the US. The starting price was over $89,000 and it's coming in for $59,799. Team, I can't wait to get into this for you. All right, this week we're coming in just shy of 200 LC500s on the marketplace with a total of 199. We're going to start like we always do with the lowest price LC500. And as you guys saw in my intro, I actually was able to reach out to this broker and actually capture a photo of the vehicle. So it's a silver with red interior. It doesn't have the 21-inch option on it, but just so you guys could actually see what that vehicle looked like, I wanted you to have that information. So let's take a look at it. 65,000 miles, 879. It's a 2018 liquid platinum black interior. And I think a few things that are interesting about this vehicle is it's, a very, obviously it's our lowest price model, but also it's a Carfax One owner vehicle as well. There is a little bit of minor damage that's been reported to the rear, but what I love about the Carfax report, which I'll actually include in the link for the video, is that it shows you just very minor damage that took place on the rear end. Looks like it was actually March 9th of 2020. Okay, now something that's actually really exciting about this vehicle is the fact that because the Carfax shows us all of the maintenance and everything, which has all been taken care of by a Lexus dealer in California. What I'm excited about, however, is that within the last 5,000 miles, that is, this vehicle has had all 4 tires replaced, brake service completed, the spark plug service completed, a full alignment performed, and this vehicle is actually very much serviced and ready for use. So while it does have 65,000 miles, which like we talked about last week is kind of middle of the road for these vehicles with the years that they've been on the road, man, I think this one comes in at a really fair price. Again, minor damage to the rear, but then all those service goodies that's been taken care of for you. I feel like your only obligation left on this one is literally take this one to a Lexus dealership, pay the couple $100s that they charge you to get a pre-used inspection done, and then you can go home with a peace of mind. And let's face it, if you've got great credit and you come in with a blank check or something of that nature, you can probably get this thing down to a little under 61,000 in total. So that'll get you in that 60,000, maybe 500 price point, saving you another $1,000 on this vehicle. So very exciting on that one. Okay, the other piece I want to call out here, guys, is obviously our Lexus from last week. The lowest price Lexus is still out there. I did do some research on this one, and the water line was actually just right there above the body, the lower body of the vehicle. So not a really high water line on this vehicle. They're actually willing to get a Lexus inspection done for you. They'll actually take the vehicle over there for you. I talked to some guys out there, really nice. Very good team out there. I mentioned last week, I prefer to work directly with a dealer, and I still do, but these are seem like some solid guys out here. I think I spoke with Zaggy out there at the store and was extremely helpful. So if you are interested in that vehicle, absolutely drop me something in a message or in the chat, and I will definitely circle back with you, and I'll share with you actually all the pictures that I got. I got about 5 or 6 pictures of this vehicle before it was actually picked up at the auction. So if you're interested in those. Okay, we got a new arrival. We've definitely got this 2018 black here for 62,000. This one is still one of my favorites. I'm really excited about this one. I think the condition is perfect. It's very low miles. It's at a Land Rover dealer. We talked about that one a little bit last week as well. Um, Looking at some more here. Yep. And here's the one I want to get to this week, guys. Really excited about this particular one simply because it's a certified pre-owned. And you guys know I love the certified pre-owns. I talked to you about them last week. You get those 2 years worth of services built in. You also get 2 years worth of that warranty. So, that's very exciting to see as well. 39,000 miles, just right under 40. It has the black interior. Like I said, it's pre-owned, certified. Um, and this is just a solid option here for you, right? Zero accidents. It's got 6 previous owners, which might be the most owners I've ever seen on an LC500. But any concerns or worries that I would have with that are completely wiped away with a Lexus, pre-owned certification. So no real concerns there. All right. Let's finish looking at the market here. Honestly, this week, not a lot of movement, right? Everything pretty much stayed in its price point. Um, Actually, this one right here, this white one dropped about $1,000. So this was about 72,500 last week, and you can see honestly it was right at market value, and that I think they dropped it literally about $1,000 to get it below market value there. This one is a really clean option, and I actually may have to pay a visit out there in person because if I'm not mistaken, this one actually is the combo that I'm looking for, which yeah, look at this. Beautiful. Beautifully clean. Now this one's interesting. It almost looks like it's got the Lexus OEM carbon fiber spoiler, but the carbon fiber spoiler has been painted. So I don't know if this is maybe an aftermarket spoiler that I'm not as familiar with, but either way, I really like the fact that it's been painted. It looks to be a absolute factory match. It's got this one can't tell if it's got tinted windows on it or not because of the black background. But it has that mirror. I mean the roof line. It's got the black and it has the Alcantara inserts in the seats, which is the only way that I would consider a black interior personally. So again, beautiful car, great condition. So I think this is absolutely an option for us. All right, let's go back out here and see what else is on the market. Like I said, a pretty quiet week. Actually, here's another one from Garland, Texas. 21,000 miles. Wow. White with red interior. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what this one is. Look, it looks immaculate. And that's because it is. Wow. It's a great looking vehicle. That color combo. Really wish this was a glass top, but I know a lot of you guys prefer the carbon fiber top with the carbon fiber seals. As you guys can see, this is that Rojo red. It's a little bit darker interior. Got tinted windows on it, so that's a $500 to $1,000 price point, or actually aftermarket value right there. I'm gonna do a special. I'm working on a closer look for this one right here, guys, because you probably saw it briefly last week rather when I posted. It's very much overpriced, but I've done some research on all the aftermarket options, and I'm excited to build that out and bring it to you. I think, Still a bit more overpriced than I'd like. If this thing could lose about $5,000 in weight, I think it becomes a really attractive offer. But I'm looking to do a special report on that one for you. So if you want to see that, make sure you drop me a comment. I'll make sure I get that built out for you. Okay, team. So look, I mean, as you can see, this week's pretty static from last week, with the exception we put in a few extra vehicles on the market. Now, here's an interesting one too, that I wouldn't mind building out a story on this one also. This one's a highly customized, and this is obviously a wrap on the vehicle, but it has a lot of carbon fiber goodies, a lot of aftermarket value, several thousands of dollars worth of work, and tastefully done as well. I mean, it is bright, it is very loud, but I will say this: they finally dropped the price on this vehicle. Interestingly enough, they dropped the price just last week by $2,000, and this week they actually dropped it another $1,000. So I think they're starting to get pretty motivated to sell this vehicle. It's a 2019, so traditionally we've been seeing 2019s open up in the market space as affordable as $78,000. So this one's got about an extra $6,000 price tag on it. I think the closer it gets to 80,000, the more realistic of an option it becomes, even with all these aftermarket goodies. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. All right, guys, I want to go to my pick of the week. Really excited about this Lexus GSF, and I hope I don't have to scroll. There we go. Um, a 2019, and here's the interesting thing. I wasn't actually as familiar with the 10th anniversary, and I started looking at this like, wait a minute, this can't be 10th anniversary GS, because as you guys all know, the GS was one of the original models for Lexus. um, and it's not. It's actually the 10th anniversary for the F line, or the F models. So in 2019, Lexus came out with RCF 10th anniversary editions and the GSF 10th anniversary editions. 240 RCF 10th anniversary editions were made. Only 100 of these were made for the GSF, which makes it a very rare and unique vehicle. So this one is extremely tastefully done. I think I think it's a nebula gray, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, matte nebula gray, which is interesting because Lexus, I think this may be the only matte Lexus paint job that I've seen. And it has this bespoke Fuji blue interior, which, one of the things I love about this is that it's not super loud. You get the blue calipers, the black wheels, these are all factory, no aftermarket here. Carbon fiber rear spoiler, obviously your dual exhaust. And then that's about it for the exterior from a custom perspective. When we go inside the cabin, however, we get this blue carbon fiber twill on the doors. Obviously we get these suede uh, all over. You get Lexus leather seats. But what's interesting is obviously the blue accents in here, and then on the front, the steering wheel is blue, and then the entire top part of the dashboard is Alcantara blue, and then just wrapped to finish it up with a blue shifter. So very interesting, very tastefully done, and there's that blue carbon fiber again right there in the gearbox area too. So again, you got the triple beam Lexus LED, a flat or a matte paint job from the dealership, all the carbon fiber bits. Yeah, I think this is going to be one absolutely to keep for the garage. It's a beautiful look for this vehicle, and it's wrapped in those Michelin tires, blacked out Lexus wheels, and the F Sport big brake kit already on board. So think this one's going to be a great one as well. Very excited about it. Guys, I think that's it for us this week. I really appreciate you guys joining the channel again. If you like what you see, please do hit that like button, share, and please subscribe. You guys have a wonderful week, and we'll see you again next week. Godspeed.